Hi guys, Honza here. This video was recorded last year right after the Spezi show. That means in May 2023. Today is April 2024. The Spezi show is this weekend, so you can take this video as an invitation to the wonderful show. See you there!
Ciao.
Ciao. Coffee, ciao.
Coffee ciao. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Matt, and this is Honza from AZUB Recumbents, and we have just finished a little ride to Italy. Drive. Yeah, right. We can't use the word ride as cyclists. We can't use the word ride unless we're riding our recumbent vehicles. Well, we just came from a show called this. I call it the Spezi show.
Yes.
You call it
Spezi,
or the long one, the website.
Spezialradmesse, which is German special bike show.
Okay, and this show was actually even more special because it was the reinvention of the Spezi show under new ownership.
Yes.
And can you explain to me, give me the history of the Spezi show and like where it's come from and how it got here?
So, from what I know, it started in 1995, I guess. It was founded by owners of a shop in Germersheim, which is a little town in the west part of Germany, near the French border, basically. So the shop is called Hazi's Ratschlag, which is Hazi's Ratschlag, Ratschlag, Schlag is for whatever. Hazi's Ratschlag. And they had it as kind of a house show for the brands they were selling. And so it started with like 20 exhibitors in 1995 in a athletic hall, you know, and then they move it somewhere else within the town, and basically till 2019 it was in Germersheim. It gets bigger and bigger, so at the end there were like 130 or so exhibitors, maybe even more, around 10,000 visitors coming. It was free halls, different test tracks, and all the special bicycles. So basically no upright bikes, only folding bikes.
Specialized cycling
bikes,
machines. They
cargo
can be
bikes,
it can be 2 wheels, it can be 3 wheels, it can be 4
wheels,
or that
more wheels.
Haas. That was like, how many wheels on that thing?
How many
it's
you
like
want?
a caterpillar. You can add as many as you want.
Has a train, they call it. Has a train.
And I went to the one in Germersheim in 2015, and that's where like I met a lot of the specialized manufacturers of trikes and recumbent bikes and all sorts of different things. It's really amazing. Like when I left that show, one of the things I realized is people do a lot more with cycling than what I had known in the West, in the United States.
It's eyes opening.
Creative,
show, like,
really creative stuff. So what happened due to the pause, right? The show sort of paused.
Yes.
And then it changed ownership.
It paused because of the COVID-19, obviously.
Yeah.
So we were preparing for the 2020 show with AZUB. We bought a new booth. Basically, we were prepared, and then the COVID came, and the show had to be postponed, and it was postponed to 2021, 2022, and then finally this year it happened again. It was the 25th anniversary, basically. So we were waiting. It was a 3
big deal.
years for the 25th anniversary. And the original founder and owner, Hardy Zibeke, was, he wanted to retire basically, and the COVID times were difficult for him, so he decided to either close the business,
or
let's
pass
say,
it on,
or hand it over to somebody else.
And so a company called Wolf and Wolf took it over, and they're a recumbent bicycle manufacturer.
Yes.
And Franz and what's the other?
Gabriel and Florian.
Florian and Franz.
And Susan, I
Yeah.
think they have a sister as well.
So they
And,
took on the responsibility of hosting the show, and they
Yes.
moved it to, you pronounce the name of the city,
Lauchringen.
Lauchringen.
Yeah, which is not a city. It's a village,
Town,
basically,
village.
or small town.
Yeah. And they took over the venue's pretty neat. It's
Yeah.
a reclaimed, not abandoned, but they basically sort of
It's
like
almost
abandoned.
Yeah.
Textile factory that is actually powered by its own hydroelectric plant that feeds from water from the is that the Rhine or
No,
that's
it's
just
some
a small
side river.
side river.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of romantic almost in the venue itself, and we were all of us in the industry were sort of curious on how is the new Spezi
Yes.
gonna go, and so I'll let you tell me, what did you think? We finished it. It was this weekend, and it's over. What did you think?
I had to congratulate the guys because it was just great. I mean, I was there in December to promote it, to see the place, to do the videos for recumbent.news. I run as well, and and I was imagining it. I could see it there,
Yeah.
but I could see all the advantages and the atmosphere. But you are, until it happens, you are not sure whether it's gonna be like your dreams were,
Or a nightmare.
or whether it would be a dream or a nightmare. Sure, but I think everything really happened as it should, basically. So we had a full hall of exhibitors, so there were like 80 exhibitors, 120 brands represented. We had so the hall was basically full. We had a very nice test track through the hall, around the hall, and even outside the venue, basically.
Yeah.
So a lot of options to test ride all the bikes seriously. We had nice weather. We had a lot
Beautiful
of
weather.
customers or visitors coming.
Yep.
So we don't know the final number yet, but definitely a couple of thousands people coming.
I will say, take a guess and say 9,200 people came.
9,200.
9,200. What is your number?
7,600.
and 10. 605.
I don't need to
Yeah,
be that
yeah,
close
yeah,
and
okay.
that precise.
What I thought was really interesting was the venue being sort of this factory. I did a lecture on my travels in Asia, and it was a workshop. It had anvils and these huge vices that must have weighed 400 pounds of solid what was that, cast iron?
Yeah, I was like 200 years old, maybe.
And the buildings were linked together in such a way that it reminded me of the setup of an IKEA. So the people would walk in and they would sort of be guided on a adventurous tour of all of these unique brands, and they could take anything they really wanted along the test track for a ride. And people were
most of the
stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of AZUB. There was a lot of AZUB at the show. In fact, you had how many banners?
Banners. We had like 46 banners, 100 meters.
A lot of banners.
Yeah, a lot of
There's
banners.
a lot of banners.
Yeah.
We might still have banners there. I'm be very surprised if you got them all back. But
we had also a lot of bikes there.
Yeah.
Although it was not as many bikes as we had years before, because the issue before was that it was on in several halls, several places. So we had inside booth, outside stand, kind of. Then there was a test track. There was another test track for electric vehicles, which we have never used the last 3 years. So we had to have much more of the staff coming. We had to have much more bikes. So this
how many
time,
did you have?
This time we had like 3 bikes on display and then about 15 for test riding.
And mine, which you can see in the background, that's my TIE Fly X that I'm traveling with, actually through Italy right now. But there were times where every single trike, other than the show trikes in the show area, and mine were gone.
Yes.
People were just really enjoying taking them for a spin.
Yeah, it was great.
Very interactive. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. It was dreams come true
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, it was
and
quite
for
quite
many
good.
other people, I hope.
If you are like, if you were like a lot of us that were wondering about the show, and so you said, I'll wait until next
Yeah.
year. You know, I think there's probably a lot of people that were like, let's just see how it goes, and then maybe I'll buy a ticket, because some people are coming
Yeah.
from far away.
Yeah.
I would recommend, if you're going to go to a show and you're looking for something that isn't a traditional upright bike, and you're looking for some of the new cutting edge
Yeah.
stuff in the industry, this is the show that you really need to go
Yes.
to.
There were people from US,
Yeah.
from Finland, from Sweden, you know, from all Italy, of course, all over the place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What were some, real quick before we finish or we wrap up, it's nice 10 minutes or whatever, what was one of the bikes or trikes or quads or whatever that you thought were kind of wild or interesting at the show?
So all AZUBs, of course.
Of course.
And then, you know, I was really waiting and for the opportunity to test ride the let's say modern or new coming velomobiles, or many people don't like to call them velomobiles, but say very light electric assisted
Yeah.
vehicles that have 4 wheels, full canopy, like full cover,
Yeah.
and that you can use in the city. I see it as a next step from cargo bikes
Yeah.
to something still pedal powered,
Yeah.
something in between cargo bikes and cars. So I
Yeah.
test rode the quad velo, which was pretty nice. It's a basically Hungarian company. So I like that one, and I also tried Pedilio, which has another advantages, but also some disadvantages, which rode nice as well. And then I have to say I had a hard time. You know, I didn't have time to,
Yeah, that was
to
the
test
problem.
ride.
There was so many cool
Anything
stuff.
more. I
So many
basically
cool things.
rode like a couple
Yeah.
of out trikes and bikes because I needed to,
Yep.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Two or three other vehicles.
I rode the Bambuck, which was the
Yeah.
tandem trike.
Trike tandem.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. It was a quad. Was it?
No,
it was.
it's
It was.
trike.
It was a trike.
It is a trike. Yeah.
And one of the things was it was powered. You
Yes.
know. So did you see a big difference from the last Spezi to this one in the amount of electric vehicles as opposed to traditional? Was there a big step forward, or was it about the same
No,
Yeah.
but you can see way more
technology?
practical
Yeah, yeah.
stuff coming. You know,
Yeah.
more cargo bikes,
Yeah.
more different. You know, cargo bikes, these velomobiles, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of stuff being used in unique ways and
yeah.
practical,
Yeah, yeah,
useful ways for
yes,
living.
Yes, exactly.
So if you're interested in coming to the next Spezi show, I think it would be a great thing to do. Put it in your calendar, follow the website. I will leave links below the video.
Specialradmesse.de.
Yeah,
Messe.
yeah. The blue link underneath the video for those of you that don't have that kind of accent down. But yeah, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you in the next video and look forward to seeing you at the next Spezi 2024.
Yeah.
Right?
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.